Well, since that depressing news has already been broached, I guess we'll get some more happy news. Apparently, Marjorie Taylor Greene got punished for, honestly, just existing as herself is a good enough reason at this point. But let's go ahead and take a listen. Let's go ahead and see how this went.
I rise to give notice of my intention to raise a question of the privileges of the House. The form of the resolution is as follows.
Morgan Ritter, thank you very much for the follow.
House Resolution 610. Censuring Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Marjorie Taylor Greene has been censured. That's a good thing. We're going to increase the playback speed a little bit because this can take a while, but let's go ahead and do this.
Whereas Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has repeatedly fanned the flames of racism, anti-Semitism, hate speech against the LGBTQ community, Islamophobia, Asian hate, xenophobia, and other forms of hatred. Whereas Marjorie Taylor Greene has repeatedly debased the memories of thousands of victims of the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001 by perpetuating conspiracy theories to shift blame and responsibility for mass murder. Whereas Marjorie Taylor Greene has repeatedly assaulted the foundation of our democracy by perpetuating conspiracy theories related to the January 6th attack on the Capitol, which sought to halt the peaceful transfer of power. Whereas Marjorie Taylor Greene has repeatedly called for violence against elected officials and their families. Whereas Marjorie Taylor Greene has repeatedly espoused anti-Semitic rhetoric and conspiracy theories, including through inflammatory evocations of the Holocaust.
When she literally said that Jewish space lasers lit California on fire?
Whereas on May 20th, 2021, Marjorie Taylor Greene said that the mask mandate in the House of Representatives was akin to Jews being put in trains and taken to gas chambers in Nazi Germany. Whereas on May 25th, 2021, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted, quote, vaccinated employees get a vaccination logo, just like the Nazis forced Jewish people to wear a gold star. Whereas on February 26th...
Jesus Christ. Have you considered not being a piece of shit, Marjorie? Like, literally, she's just reading everything you did. Like, I'm not seeing anything new. This is just the stuff that we covered on the channel. Suris, it's Ninju Space Lasers? God damn it.
2022, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene appeared at a white nationalist event that was condemned by the Republican Jewish coalition as, quote, appalling and outrageous that a member of Congress would share a platform with an individual who has actively spread anti-Semitic bile, mocked the Holocaust, and promoted dangerous anti-Israel conspiracy theories. Whereas on September 1st, 2022, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene posted a tweet comparing President Joe Biden to Adolf Hitler that said, quote, Joe Biden is Hitler, hashtag Nazi Joe has to go, unquote. Whereas on September 1st, 2022, Marjorie Taylor Greene posted another tweet of a doctored video showing President Biden speaking with audio of Hitler, swastikas in the background, and a mustache akin to that of Hitler. Whereas on July 21st, 2021, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene said that if she was, quote, in charge, she would kick out every single Chinese in this country that is loyal to the CCP. They would be gone. Whereas on December 19th, 2021, while at a Turning Point USA conference, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene referred to Asian Americans as, quote, yellow people, a slur that has been historically used to malign the Asian American community in the United States. Whereas Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has a history of perpetuating LGBTQ hate speech, including through her use of offensive posters in the halls of congressional office buildings beginning on February 24th, 2021. Whereas on November 22nd, 2022, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted that an LGBTQ California state senator was, quote, a communist groomer, unquote, an offensive slur that has been used to stoke fear and incite hatred of LGBTQ Americans. Whereas on March 7th, 2023, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene again referred to members of the LGBTQ community as, quote, groomers and spouted anti-trans rhetoric on the floor of the House of Representatives. Whereas on June 1st, 2023, the first day of Pride Month, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted a photo showing an anti-trans poster that she had displayed in the hall outside of her congressional office.
Jesus Christ. The list is so long.
As on February 22nd, 2019, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene posted a video on Facebook claiming that the Muslim American members of Congress were not, quote, really official because they didn't take the oath of office on the Bible. Whereas on June 17th, 2020, Politico reported that Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene repeatedly engaged in Islamophobic rhetoric and suggested that Muslim Americans do not belong in the United States government. Whereas on May 10th, 2021, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene yet again referred to fellow Muslim American members of Congress as, quote, the Jihad Squad. Whereas on June 17th, 2020, Politico reported that Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene referred to black Americans as, quote, slaves to the Democratic Party and said that they should be proud to see Confederate monuments. Whereas on June 17th, 2020, Politico further reported that Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene stated in a video, quote, I know a ton of white people that are as lazy and sorry and probably worse than black people, unquote.
Jesus fucking hell, so much! This is all documented shit that my representative has done. There's a twist to the story, though, at the end. And I hate to tell you guys, you're not going to like the twist.
Whereas on May 18th, 2023, Marjorie Taylor Greene compared being called a white supremacist to a person of color being called the N-word, a vile racial slur. Whereas on January 28th, 2021, a video of Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene resurfaced in which she used a harmful and offensive slur targeting Americans with disabilities with the National Down Syndrome Society called, quote, heartbreaking and unacceptable. Whereas on November 1st, 2018, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene denied the attacks on September 11th, saying there was, quote, a so-called plane that crashed into the Pentagon, and, quote, it's odd that there's never been any evidence to show a plane at the Pentagon. Whereas on November 17th, 2018, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene peddled a vile anti-Semitic trope when she claimed that wildfires in California were caused by space lasers operated by members of the Jewish community. Whereas on August 17th, 2020, a video of Representative...
At least we got the Jewish space lasers in there.
Marjorie Taylor Greene resurfaced in which she stated that the mass shooting at the Country Music Festival in Las Vegas, Nevada, where 60 people were murdered, was perpetuated in order to pass anti-gun legislation. Whereas on January 19th, 2021, Media Matters published a screenshot of Representative
Yes,
Marjorie
our
Taylor
family,
Greene
she's mine.
on Facebook, where she emphatically agreed that the mass shooting at Marjorie Stoneham Douglas High School, where 17 American students and teachers were murdered, was a false flag event. Whereas on January 21st, 2021, Media Matters published a screenshot on Facebook, a comment that Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene posted that claimed 9/11 was, quote, done by our own government, to which she responded, that is all true. Whereas that same comment, liked and agreed to by Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, further claimed that the mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary, where 26 people, including 20 precious children, were murdered, was staged. Whereas on September 3rd, 2020,
I don't even have to do anything here. I just have to let her speak.
Holding a gun next to images of 3 members of Congress with a caption encouraging, quote, going on offense after them. Whereas on January 26, 2021, CNN reported on posts, comments, and likes by Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene from 2018 and 2019, in which Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene liked several posts and comments on Facebook demonstrating her support for the execution of several members of the Democratic Party, including the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and President Barack Obama. Whereas on January 26, 2021, CNN further reported that Marjorie Taylor Greene liked a Facebook comment on January 2019 that stated, quote, a bullet to the head would be quicker, in reference to the removal of Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Whereas on January 26, 2021, CNN also reported that deleted videos showed Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene calling for the execution of Speaker Nancy Pelosi and stating that she was, quote, a traitor to our country, that she's guilty of treason and should suffer death or she'll be in prison. Whereas Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has perpetuated the big lie related to the 2020 presidential election by espousing conspiracy theories and by threatening and inciting violence. Whereas on October 26, 2021, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene downplayed the actions of those who participated in the January 6th attack on the Capitol and said, quote, if you think about what our Declaration of Independence says, it says to overthrow tyrants. Whereas on November 4th, 2021, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene went to visit those incarcerated related to the January 6th attack on the Capitol, in which she referred to them as, quote, the Patriot wing of the D.C. jail. Whereas on November 10th, 2021, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene referred to those who participated in the January 6th attack on the Capitol as, quote, political prisoners of war. Whereas on December 10th, 2021, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene said that if she had organized the January 6th attack on the Capitol, quote, we would have won, not to mention we would have been armed. Whereas on July 19th, 2023, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene displayed graphic, pornographic images during an official committee hearing that she claimed depicted a member of President Biden's family. Whereas on July 19th, 2023, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene sent an official press release and posted to her official congressional website a public hearing commentary featuring graphic, pornographic images she claimed depicted a member of President Biden's family. Whereas members of Congress have promised to always have the back of Marjorie Taylor Greene, no matter the extent of her vile and hateful behavior, now therefore be it resolved that Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene be censured. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene forthwith present herself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure, and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene be censured with a public reading of this resolution by the Speaker.
This is Democratic Representative.
All right, so. Here's the thing. Every single thing she listed is something that she has, like, Marjorie Taylor Greene has done, or we've covered on the channel, or, you know, there's documented evidence of all of that. I told you that there was going to be a twist to the story. And I hate to tell you that the twist in the story is the Democrats decided not to vote on the censure. Our Democrats decided to be limp dicks. They decided to all have limp dicks. So House Democrats scrapped plans to vote on the resolution to censure Marjorie Taylor Greene on Wednesday. A last-minute move that came immediately after a coalition of Republicans joined with Democrats in torpedoing a resolution to censure Representative Rashida Tlaib over her criticism of Israel. The two censure measures were largely viewed as tit-for-tat efforts. Greene moved to force the vote on her resolution censoring Tlaib last week, taking aim at her criticisms of Israel in the wake of last month's deadly attack by Hamas. Soon after Greene launched her effort, First Representative Becca Balint used the same procedural gambit to force a vote on her resolution, which she introduced in July to censure the Georgia Republican for controversial statements that she said she made over the past 5 years, setting the stage for Wednesday's referendum. The House was slated to vote on a Democratic-led effort to table the resolution Wednesday evening, but after 23 Republicans joined Democrats in voting to table the Tlaib resolution, which blocked the measure from hitting the floor, Balint said that she would hold back on the vote for now. It's so weird when Democrats are more interested in protecting their own than actually getting any fucking shit done. Really agitating. Really fucking weird. But cool. So the fact remains that my Republican colleagues have allowed Representative Greene to spew hatred and bigotry for far too long. Vermontiers sent me to Congress to uphold the values of fairness and truth to protect our democracy. That meant speaking out against a bully. I was fully prepared to move my resolution forward, and I plan to call this up for a vote at any time should we see continued vile rhetoric from Marjorie Taylor Greene and her colleagues. Considering Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to spew that rhetoric basically forever, and she's never going to stop, this is basically just saying, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. Like, you know she's going to keep doing it, right? You know she's gonna do it. And so they must continue it tomorrow. They'd have to continue it literally an hour afterwards, but they're not going to. Like, Democrats are the party of Hamas. My resolution to censure Rashida Tlaib. Today, I reintroduced my privileged resolution to censure Rashida for anti-Semitism, spreading pro-Hamas propaganda, and inciting an illegal occupation of the Capitol complex. The House will vote this week to hold her accountable for her actions. So what, is it just like they decided to go after a Democrat, so we're going to not go after Marjorie? Kit, I don't know what Rashida said. That's not the point of this video. Balint's resolution, which stretches 8 pages, is a compilation of contentious remarks Greene made both before and after she arrived on Capitol Hill. It is a summary accusation that Greene has repeatedly fanned the flames of racism, anti-Semitism, LGBTQ hate speech, Islamophobia, anti-Asian hate, xenophobia, and other forms of hatred. Specifically, the resolution cited Greene's previous endorsement of the 9/11 truth or conspiracy theory. We already went over that. Oh my god. It's probably because she's Middle Eastern. Did you see Greene's interview on 60 Minutes? No, I didn't. I think I'd rather, like... I would rather cram copious amounts of drywall into my gullet and literally shit bricks as a result than watch Marjorie Taylor Greene for any more time than is absolutely necessary. Isn't Tlaib Palestinian? Probably. Again, I don't know. So you heard him send drywall? Tales of Atonement says this sort of weakness at a federal level is why LGBTQ citizens are in dire straits and many of them are planning to leave the country. Yeah, this stuff bothers the crap out of me. Because it should be easy to just go, oh, yeah, no, all of this shit is still going on. Just push forward. Push forward with it. even if it is a tit-for-tat thing, oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene got hit, so now one of ours is getting hit. You remember that button? Do you know that picture where it's like there's a button, okay? And on the button, there's a notepad. There's a bit of information for you to read, and you read the button. Your friend comes up to you and says, bet you won't hit that button. You look at the note, and the note says, if you press this button, Donald Trump will be arrested for all of his crimes. But so will Joe Biden. And the guy staring at you is like, you won't do it because you don't want Sleepy Joe to get... The button gets hit. The button gets hit 1,000 times. Just press. I don't give a shit if a Democrat gets targeted for a thing. If a Democrat is corrupt and they need to get censored, then fuck them. Most people who vote Democrat in the United States are not doing it because they are like truly warm-blooded Democrats. They are doing it because the opposite is infinitely worse. Most people in America would rather have much more leftist things than what the Democrats push for. Democrats don't largely push for universal health care. They play lip service to it sometimes with things like the Affordable Care Act, but they don't actually push for it. But most people in America who work jobs and make money would like their taxes to go to health care. I guarantee it. If Biden did crimes, lock him up. Yeah, just do it. I don't care what Democrats get locked up, and I don't care what Republicans get locked up. If they need to be locked up for the things that they've done, then they need to go away. Sorry. I don't care what banner they fly or what team they're on. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you haven't already, hit the like button. And yeah, that's about all for that one. I'm disappointed in the Democratic Party. Show stronger spine. Insert end of video tagline here. All right, well, you made it to the end of the video, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on with fan art. This one's from Jossaproxy. Because I can't draw, the mimics and your tail are telling you to give in to mimicacy. Why? Why? Just why? The next one we have here is from Jack and Quill. Behold! Vaporeon-made slime, Suris. It's everything y'all have subjected me to over the course of my time on the internet. All forced onto me. All of it. The next one we have here is from Mr. Stopheles. I apparently got bored, and this simple 3D model exists now. Oh, it's just a 3D slime Suris. It's adorable. As always, everybody, thank you all for your fan art submission. If you want your fan art to be shown in a future video, the best way to do so is to drop it into the fan art section of the Discord. With that all said, let's go to the credits. Hey, I just quickly want to give a thank you to all of my wonderful patrons who keep this show running. YouTube and Twitch are a pretty bumpy ride at the best of times, and the stability that Patreon provides me is worth more than I can say here. I'd also like to thank each and every one of my $20 and up patrons here, and they would be Red Joker, Britzkrieg, Cameron, Dren, Jemshin, Smiling DM, Poundini, Mabbity Babbity, Naomi, Isaac, Agamotto, Jordan, Ravi, Giuni, Kiratorian, Prisma, all of you. I'm not saying that part. And Starlight. And finally, thank you to everyone else that helps keep this channel alive. While you're here, why not check out another video? And thank you for watching.